For my brothers, never had an ear to hear them. These the bricks for our sisters, help us build it. If I could be a black fly on the wall, I can hear and see it all and have the mind of a god. Black, 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 black. Fly, 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 fly. Black, black, black.
712 Vodka, distilled only once from Blue Ridge Mountain water. Alkaline and gluten-free, 712 Vodka is perfect for sipping or mixing. When you want to enjoy the finer things in life, serve up 712 Vodka and reflect with us on the happenings that have made you who you are.
Welcome to another episode of Black Fly on the Wall is Live. I'm your host. We're back with another one entitled Why Are Men Challenged to Say I Love You to One Another? So this episode is all about redefining hypermasculinity, redefining masculinity, or disproportionate masculinity. A lot of the times when it comes down to showing love and affection for our brothers and the people that we love, on the men that we love, we challenge to say I love you to those individuals based on things that are seated and rooted in us that are disproportionate to what it is, what true manhood is about. And so before we dive into that, I want to just introduce my co-host here. Pierre, introduce yourself.
Pierre Bless, rapper, entrepreneur, Black Fly on the Wall, co-host, gang.
Appreciate you. To my left, Drew, introduce yourself.
Drew Church, from Winston-Salem, North Carolina, reside in Atlanta, Georgia, entrepreneur, founder of Solid Marketing Group.
Solid.
Johnny Jones II from Charlotte, North Carolina, healthcare by trade, clinical research, and a facilitator.
All right, nice. Happy to have y'all boys with us. And so I want to cue it up. Johnny, why is it a challenge for us to genuinely tell another individual, another man that we truly love and admire, I love you? It's a deep breath.
Yeah, it's a little hard because I just feel like it's a lot of pain that's inside of us that has been heightened throughout time. Like the same way we say hurt people, well, love people as well. So I just believe that it's just our history. It's our history of having to be strong, like having to be the backbones and just not like really being able to sit down and be like, yo, I love you. I think it's just always about the grind and the rat race and us just getting so caught up, especially as black men. Yeah.
And too, I think like the times that we do say I love you is during times of loss.
Yeah.
Or trying times.
Mm-hmm.
You know, one of your close friends loses a close loved one. Hey, man, you go to the funeral with them and you like, bro, I love you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it shouldn't always take like those difficult times to push us as men to show that love and affection. Like, you know, I hit him, man, like we have a deep conversation. This is one of my best friends, and I tell him like, hey, I love you, just checking in on you. You know what I mean? It's important to hear that because you don't ever want to live your life wishing what you would have done or could have done because as a man, you were afraid to really express the true feelings that you were feeling.
Yeah.
You know, and so I think it's a major challenge. Drew, why do you think it's a challenge for men to say I love you?
Just kind of piggyback off of Johnny, I would say, I think just how we were raised. I would commend Johnny. He's one of the good friends I know. He says that we always joked about it, like, here go Johnny being Johnny, you know what I mean? Where he'll be like, you know, send an emotional text like, bro, checking on y'all boys. I love everyone, you know what I mean? And, you know, 10 years ago, we'd be joking about it. But, you know, through the years, I'd be like, man, you know, we needed somebody like that.
You needed that.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I think more so now, just with all the trials and tribulations of everyone, you know, going through things, you know, we say it a lot more now because we're losing a lot of people. You know what I mean?
Because of the loss.
It was a loss.
We're you know, we going through things on our, you know, on our own. You know what I mean? So You know, we just never know what everybody's going through. You know what I mean? Like a simple text of just saying, like, you know, what's good, man. I love you, man. That can go a long way.
Absolutely,
you know what I mean?
Absolutely. P, what do you think? What do you think the challenges are with men telling other men that they truly and genuinely admire and love? I love you.
It's a few variables. For one, I think we don't know how to receive love, so it's weird to give it. You know, and generationally, you know, I mean, we come from slavery, you know what I'm saying? Like, it went a long way down. So, like, we're just a few generations from that where we were taken away from homes, you know what I'm saying? And so we were put back in society as like, oh, you're the masculine, you know, you're this, you're that. So it's like, I don't want to come off as feminine to even men. You know, you notice, like, even how you say Johnny was joking with you guys, it'll feel weird, like, back in the day, right?
Yeah. Right.
You'll be like, you know, it's a maturity level that you have to hit to be able to receive that love and to be able to give it as well. Yeah. It's like, yo, I'll tell him, like, we don't care. I'm like, yo, I love you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know where he's going to be tomorrow. I don't know where any of my friends or anybody's going to be. And it's like, yo, I really want to tell you. And I'm a big believer in giving flowers while somebody's here because they could be gone. You don't know when your last chance is going to be. And love is the most powerful energy in this whole thing we got.
Everything.
You know, so it feels good to be loved. It feels good to reciprocate it. So you should accept the love that somebody gives you. And I think it's just growth.
Absolutely. Like, with you all being as close, Johnny and Drew, with y'all being as close, do you feel like the love you all have for each other is unconditional?
So that's actually funny that you say that. And it's something that I've grown into trying to better understand. But being that I follow Christianity, I'm open to a lot. But in the Bible, it's three forms of love. It's eros, philos, and agape. Eros is the lustful, philos is the friend, and the agape is the unconditional. And I challenge my friends all the time on this, but there's only one true form of unconditional love, and that's from God to us. So us as humans, we can't love unconditionally, but we can aspire to. Okay. So even in my relationships and understanding that these are things that I try to with my friends and with my girl, but these are my guys, like Drew, like this is one of my bros. Like, we was talking to people earlier, but the things that we've been through. But yes, I aspire to love him unconditionally. He knows that if he needed anything, if his mother needed anything, his grandma, whatever, I'm a phone call away. Call me at 2 a.m. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's just how we rocking.
Yeah, I like that.
And for me, I think unconditionally, I know Johnny's heart. You know, a lot of people, you know, I gotta know your DNA of how you, how you operate. You know what I mean? Different. So it's just like certain things I know he wouldn't push these boundaries or certain things that he just wouldn't do because I know Johnny as a guy over 10 years. So, I got the same love for my guys now. I tell him that as well. So, I can speak with him about if you move in a certain way or, if you need to tighten up, I can tell him and vice versa. You know what I mean? Those are conversations that may be hard. But, we both need each other for that. Yeah. We all need each other so we can, all need each other. Hold ourselves accountable. You know what I mean?
I often question relationships that don't have challenges in them.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, if your relationship is always fun, you're always going out, you're always traveling, right? Well, what have you all really been through to push the boundaries of your relationship?
It's a fact.
That would, for some people, it would break them, like, immediately. Like, the relationship would be over. It would be easy to cancel that person. But like me and P, like, if he's not a part of my life, that's a void that I'm missing. Yeah. Because, right, this is a man that I love. This is a man that I have a strong relationship with. Like, his daughter is my goddaughter. Like, we intertwined as a unit, right? And so it's like, sometimes we overvalue the relationships that we have with different people, and we try to place the same level of love and respect that you have for Drew on every relationship that you have. That would be a complete misjudgment of how you manage your life and your character as a man. So, like, the relationships that you have, and like you were talking about the aspiration of being unconditional, like, you have to keep that sacred for small amounts of individuals in your life.
Sure.
Like, sometimes it may be one person in your entire life that you analyze and you hold up to that type of regard, right? So, like, I can name a few people that I hold up to that regard, right? Anybody else is going to come like at a tier 2, and tier 2 isn't absolutely a negative thing, but it's just that you have to show me what you made of. Like, you have to show me like what it's like whenever we're like this. Like, what do you do? Like, do you continue to push forward or do you retreat?
Yeah.
Right. And so, like, as men, we have to continue to push those boundaries within our relationships to see, like, what is this relationship really made of? Like, is it a strong foundation or is it a weak one?
Yeah.
Like Michelle Obama just said it on Revolt. She was like, the biggest issue with relationships of today is that we give up too easily.
Yeah.
So, like, if me and P have a disagreement, and we have, right? Like something has happened in the past where I hit him and be like, yo, like what you said, the way you said that, like this is how it affected me.
Yeah.
Like this is how like I assessed it.
For sure.
Right. And like whenever you go like man to man with somebody like that, like it'll do something to you. Like, damn, I ain't really mean to hurt my guy's feeling like that. Right. And so like whenever you have that type of reaction to a relationship that you have with another man, that's when you know that type of relationship is special.
Yeah, for sure. Because I remember one time, me, Johnny, and a couple of our frat brothers, Dez and Julian, were in a group chat. We talk all the time on Instagram. Mm-hmm. But they hit me one time because they feel like I was down. I really wasn't talking like that, and that's what the enemy tries to do. He tries to force you into being by yourself, thinking that you can just cope with it alone, or you just want to be like, nah, I speak to them after the fact, after whatever I'm going through is already done. You know what I mean? So, it took them to be like, man, yo, what's up? Like, you know what I mean? Like almost an intervention kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And if we would have needed to, we would have done that.
It caught me off guard. Like, bro, like I'm, you know what I mean? I was almost like, chill out. I'm good. But at the same time, I appreciate that. But, I mean, I got to open up and, everything was good. And I feel like I made our relationship even tighter than what it was. But it's like, as men, we have those, those uncomfortable conversations where I think it was really solid. Though.
In that conversation, what happened on the other side? Did you end up telling what was going on actually?
Somewhat, yes. Somewhat I did. And, I think that even them coming to me, we all talked about our, you know what I mean? So it wasn't just like I'm spilling out everything I got going on. It was just like us saying like, yo, we're going through it too. We going through it as well.
And this is what has helped us.
Right.
This is what is helping us, and this is how we are going to help you.
Right.
Like, and that's just how it is.
And I can commend Johnny as far as he's more open to sharing whatever he's, you know what I mean? He'll talk to, you about, whatever he's going through. He don't mind like being, I'm more so like, yo, I ain't really saying nothing, you know what I mean? Like until like,
because as men, we like to go through stuff and then talk about the glory story of like,
but during the middle of it,
y'all
like,
boys didn't even know, man. I was down bad in February, but look where I'm at now.
Facts,
but it's important though to have those types of conversations while you're going through the process, so people can see like it paints you as a human.
As a human,
like like P may always seem like he's the type of person that's on top, but then, he actually going through stuff like the same way I'm going through things. And then as you open up and share, you like, dang, like my boys went through something like this before and I didn't even know about it.
Yeah.
So you're able to learn from each other.
𝐶 Vodka, distilled only once from Blue Ridge Mountain Water. Alkaline and gluten-free, 𝐶 Vodka is perfect for sipping or mixing. When you want to enjoy the finer things in life, serve up 𝐶 Vodka and reflect with us on the happenings that have made you who you are.
And so, P, I was going to ask you is, how do you assess the difference in the love you have for a male friend, in comparison to the love that you may have in an intimate relationship? What type of experience do you consider, and how would you categorize those types of love?
Well, the love that I have for like my friends, my male friends, it's like, it's on a different level. And you have different types of friends, but people that I let in close, I love them. So if you're in my circle, I love you. You know what I'm saying? Most of the people, well, all the guys I deal with, you know what I'm saying, that are in that groove, I love them. You know, I talk to them a lot, everything. In an intimate relationship, that's totally different because there's going to be some romanticism in it and you know everything.
Exactly.
So like, that's just, you know, it's a different love. But I will bend my back for you just like, and I'm going to be honest, I'll probably bend my back a little more for my woman than, you know, the guys. Of course. Like a lot
Of
more.
course.
You know what I'm saying? But I show my love, like she gets a lot of gratitude, a lot of love, a lot more appreciation. So the appreciation will be much higher than it'll show more, you know what I'm saying? Because for the guys, we're not really taught to show feelings. For my lady, I'll be a little bit more vulnerable, open, you know, communication, comprehension, understanding to be more different, you know, and it'll be more softer.
Yeah.
Understood.
That's a fact.
And two, it's also like, do you think that's a proponent to how we first encountered love from a man?
Yes. I think I'm a big proponent, you know what I'm saying? Like I was raised by my father, you know what I'm saying? He showed me love, tough love, not much soft love actually, but you know, but it was there. Him being there and loving me and, you know, just him watching him see how he loves my mom actually helped too. Yeah. Like that probably opened up a big place in me where I'm able to tell, you know, the guys I love them or, you know what I'm saying? Because he told me that he loved me. You know, I might get, you know, we probably all got whoopings and stuff. I did this because I love you. You know what I'm saying? So that's like how I do my friends.
This hurt me more than it hurt you.
Real. So it's masculine love that you give the guys. You know what I'm saying? But it's real. But the way you raise has a lot to do. You know, like in therapy, they go the back, like, how were you raised? How do you approach situations? When you get mad, how is it? When you like get sad, what do you do? You know, and that's how you do everything. So how do you love?
Yeah.
And that's very important.
Yeah, and I think we have to give the generation before us a lot of grace because they didn't have the opportunity to have these types of conversations in the open. They didn't have the platforms to have these types of conversations. And so as we are the generation that's coming into this area of openness and this area of vulnerability, we have to be careful with placing the same expectations that we have on our friends, on our parents, because you're talking about 50 plus years of reprogramming with the individual that sees you as a subordinate. You know what I mean? And so it's important for us to have this layer of grace for our parents and accept the love that they provide. Like accept the love that they're present. You know what I mean? That they're around. And you have to basically meet them where they are versus trying to overhaul their psyche of how they show love. But I think it's important for you to express like what you need. You know what I mean? Like I told my dad, like, you know, I need the affection. Like I need the quality time. Like I need the affirmations. Like as your son, I need it. You know what I'm saying? And he broke down. And for him, it was a powerful moment because his father never told him that. So he operated under the assumption of my son doesn't need that. Right? But I think as each generation progresses, they pick up more and more jewels along the journey of what it's like to be an affectionate man. You know what I'm saying? And what it's like to really build yourself up. You build your own focus, your own consciousness, your own ability, your own way of doing things. And I think as us as men, we're going to be a lot more capable to see our children and allow them to explore and create in the way that they had to. I think I was listening to a episode with Earn Your Leisure, and Rashad was talking about how like he was taking his son out to dinner on like a Tuesday or something, and everybody in his family was like, "It's a Tuesday, it's a school night," and he was like, "We only place these barriers and prisons in our mind that says we can't do something a certain type of way," and I think it's important for us to make sure that we continue to negate like what society has portrayed on us as men and continue to love and show affection to each other. I think another way, like I experienced love was not only from a situation with my dad and also with my uncle, but was through fraternity, right? And that provides you with a different type of love too, because you're able to align yourself with men of like minds that has the same ideals and principles and values that you have, and they love something that's at the same rate that you love it, and then you're able to then love them for the love that they have and admiration that they have for something else.
For sure.
So I think as we continue to grow and we continue to explore like the essence of vulnerability, love, self-love. I think also too, like in order for you to love your brother, you have to continue to show love for self. I think we'll continue to blossom and grow as individuals.
Yeah, for sure.
Any last words? I love each and one of you guys.
Love you too, man.
You know, man, I love each one of you guys. I'm glad to have you. And as we wrap up this filming, I think we showed like another level of vulnerability. Yeah. And I hope that each one of you all like came here, you know, one way and leaving with some way different. Yeah. And being able to look at different things and looking at different conversations and the way that you go about life from a different type of way. And I hope this conversation right here single-handedly opens up like your relationships that you have with your brothers and your friends, and really, really provide them with another perspective of how we operate as men.
For sure.
You know, one last thing I want to say is you brought it to me when you were talking about things that the generation before us didn't have. Yeah. My grandmother, she kind of jokes about our generation, but she says the difference between your generation and my generation is that we had the will without a way. You guys have a way without the will. So I challenge everybody. Man. Yeah, it's simple, but it's like, I continue to, like you said, I want to challenge us to become more vulnerable, to be more open, to just spread light. Spread love.
Spread love, man.
That's literally what it's about. Like, we are in 2023. We've passed a pandemic. We've passed so many traumas from generation to generation. Let's just continue to spread love.
Let's just grow.
It. Sure. Let's do it.
For sure.
Let's do it. I love you boys, man. Hope you all continue to grow. And here's another one. Why are men challenged to say I love you to each other?
For my brothers never had an ear to hear them. These the bricks for our sisters help us build them. If I could be a black fly on the wall, I can hear and see it all and have the mind of a god. Black, 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 black. Fly, 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 fly. Black, black, black.